What's up, A1 Trading Squad? So today, as you know, we are going to be doing a deep dive in looking at opportunities to get in on the markets when it comes to the indices, US30, SPX, and NAS. All right, so let's just go ahead and hop over to charts because it's been going crazy right now. I hope the bears out there are happy based off of what's happening. I mean, it's not like crazy, but I know there's some bears out there that will of course, just make this more than what it is. And I'm sure, Nick, if you're watching this, Frank has called you about what is going on. By the way, we have just a running on joke with Frank, y'all, if y'all didn't know, because every time something happens with the indices, usually Nick gets a call from Frank about what's happening. All right, so enough chit chat. Let's hop over to the charts so y'all can see what I'm talking about. All right. So we are here on US30. Let's start this off with US30 because, you know, we're always eyeing it, seeing what it's doing. So today, as y'all can tell, we have a bit of a sell-off happening. Let's see what time it is, 12:11. So it's not power hour yet. That's going to be interesting to see what happens in power hour around the time of 4. 3 to 4 is going to be very interesting to see what happens. But we're having a sell-off happening at the very moment. And let me just say, we've been at record highs. We've been making new highs and breaking record after record, okay? So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, for me, like, this is inevitable. We have to have a sell-off at some point. And, you know, if you've been watching my analysis and what I've been saying, I said I'm not going to buy in until I can buy at a discount. Right now, I did not get in on US30 at all. And I know Frank bought around this range right here of 30918, which is a fantastic move. And I believe he's still holding. But he bought off a discount as well. And that's what I want to just voice again to you all. Just try your best to buy at a discount of some sort. Right now, it's a discount of 0.92%, right? So that's what we're always looking for before we just hop into a trade. Now, let's talk about firstly, let me talk about some of the fundamentals. So the market is going down, in my opinion, because I was reading on CNBC that Boeing and Nike are kind of leading this to happen right now because they are part of the index of the SPX500, right? I think US30, I think Boeing is a part of US30. I don't know about Nike. But either way, you know, it's kind of like they're doing bad, but there's other companies within the portfolio that can balance it out. You know, that's a good thing about also if you're buying and holding like the SPY or US30. It's kind of like one of those things. One company may fail, but then another company is going to balance it out, right? So basically, from my research, that's what's happening. And I think it's just also because, like I said, we're making new highs and people are, you know, they're taking their profits because, you know, who knows how long they've been holding. And that's absolutely fine. That's normal in markets. You're going to get people to take their profits, which then will give you an opportunity to get in, and hopefully that will repeat itself. All right, enough about the fundamentals. From a technical standpoint, right, I drew this trend line last week. I think I drew this last week or a couple weeks ago. Price seems to be really, really respecting this trend line, as y'all can see, which is awesome to see because that just means that this is a very respectable support zone, okay? I didn't get in here yet. I just want to see what continues to happen. So I'm just waiting patiently to get in, and I'm going to see if I can get in even more at a discount within here because, you know, I've drew this support line like, you know, like I said, a couple updates ago about what was happening. So let's see what happens. I'm really excited to see that my analysis is looking pretty good. We'll see what happens if we can get down to here and if it can test that 20-day moving average. And I'll be sure to let y'all know what happens with that. All right, let's look at SPX. Why are all these drawn? I didn't even draw all these. What the heck? And XPX is kind of the same thing from what I can see. And like I always tell y'all, SPX, tongue twister there. It's usually the same as US30, right? So this trend line is still really, really good. you know, I want to see if it can break below that trend line before I get in. And if we draw it here, you know, trend lines aren't perfect, and what you draw will not be perfect, but you just want to use it to generally get within like the vicinity of it. And as you can see, I always have the RSI 14 here on the day chart. I like to look at the day and the 4 hour to see how we're moving. Now on the 4 hour, we are extremely oversold. Well, not extremely, but we're getting around that range of being extremely oversold, as you can see from history, right? So yeah, I think it's the same thing with the S&P, right? I want to see how far this can dip, and it was a pretty nice dip already from what you can see, 0.74%. So that's not too bad, not too shabby there. So it's the same thing. Seeing if we can go below this trend line, or if you got in now, I would absolutely have a tight stop just in case other news hit. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking for S&P. This trend line, look for that. Obviously, it's bounced off that, and now if you got in, you're sitting pretty well. But always be cautious. Have a plan of where you're going to exit, and just don't be holding for the joyride, because the joyride could just come to an end abruptly, and then the price could come back to haunt you if you didn't have a stop into place, or if you just don't have a plan. So always have a plan when you get in and when to exit. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's move to NAS. NAS is okay. So we have some sell off on NAS as well here. Okay. So from what I can see, let's look at the 4 hour as well. Yeah. So from what I can see, I like the support zone of this right here. I like this support zone. I'm sorry. Let's screw that up a little bit. I like this support zone that's hovering on the 20 moving average of 13651.47. As you can see, we had a red candle going down there, but I absolutely like that range right there that I'm seeing. So we are having some buying opportunities, and as you can see, yeah, as you can see here on the RSI, we're getting to that point of being extremely oversold. So I wouldn't be surprised if the market continues to go down further until the recovery. Of course, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know the future, but that's just what I'm guessing off seeing these future price points. Or it could just move up. It could just go right back up. But that's what I feel right now. So I'll be looking to get in around here if I can get it. And if I can't, then I'll see if I can get a confirmation of a green candle, like reversal. So that is a technical that I'm looking at for NAS. And like I said, the indices, they are kind of like, they're not all the same, but they're correlated. Okay. So, my analysis is kind of the same for all of them. I want as big as a discount as I can get to get in on the action. And if I don't get that discount, well, that's completely fine. I can still get in on the action, but I want to wait until price has proven that, we're doing a reversal. And maybe I can show you an example if it happens like next week, or we can just do a recap from, today. Because like I said, I think there's going to be continued things coming out. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this analysis. If you have any questions, please be sure to leave it in the comments down below. And if you're not a part of the A1 Trading Forex community, please be sure to join. A link is in the description for that as well. And yeah, I look forward to seeing y'all in the next analysis.